What if you could simulate the future before it happens? I believe that by the end of 2026, we're going to see a new crop of AI startup companies emerging that will do things very differently from how AI companies do things today. This is Christopher. I'm in central Stockholm. Way too much snow, but it's a very cozy feeling nonetheless. Okay, so my reflections here is that I believe there is a new type of companies coming online that will be able to help us in simulating the future before it happens. That means that we will be able to put forth a set of options that we could take as decisions, any type of decision, be it investing in a company, be it taking route A instead of route B to work, or inviting X amount of colleagues instead of Y amount of colleagues. I mean, any type of decision, we will be able to simulate and see, okay, what's the probability of success for option A, B, or C? That is not something a large language model can do today, because it is a semantic creation. I mean, yes, there are mathematical relationships in the back end with weights and stuff like that, but it is fundamentally based on semantics, text, predicting the next word. It is not based on grounded mathematical relationships between nodes of data and actually finding the truth. So, I mean, LLMs, they're magical. They're much better on writing and synthesizing a lot of data than myself now. Easily triple the quality when it comes to output. Maybe not in grounded truth because it hallucinates, but in creativity and in time and in cost and everything. So there is a big drawdown with LLMs, and that is hallucination. So then the question becomes, okay, how do we solve hallucination? Well, we probably will solve hallucination with grounded mathematical calculations, right? So there's a company called Sandbox AQ, spin-off out of Google. The chairman is Eric Schmidt, the former CEO of Google for I think it was a decade or 11 years. And when Eric Schmidt has said something in the past about the future, he has often been very correct. So I think that when Eric Schmidt says something, one should listen. That's the data that I go with. And what he says is that these large quantitative models, in combination with large language models, LQMs plus LLMs, we will enter a new type of era in the AI age where we will be able to maybe not eliminate, actually in many cases eliminate, but definitely suppress hallucinations by a significant amount. And in my field of doing research about the future, research about how sectors can change, how autonomous vehicles will transform the mobility market, how robots will change how the manufacturing complex of the world is structured, how AI vibe coding platforms will change the way we do work, and et cetera, et cetera. It will change the capacity to create a thesis and then simulate that thesis, because we have mathematical relationships between past historical variables. And I mean, our human brain, we have never had a competing species when it comes to reasoning and taking action, but now we will. And just like all historical technological progress, evolutions, leaps, there are many iterations. So I think that large quantitative models is a very natural evolution of AI models. It's a very natural evolution of a new general purpose technology that will touch everything. And when an AI, meaning LQM plus LLM, is able to calculate that a set of options, a set of decisions that you can take, that they are on a relative scale, option A is better than option B and option B is better than option C. That means that we can simulate a decision before we take it. Now, for example, Instagram has introduced the trials function, so you can upload a video and you can test it out how it will perform without uploading it to all of your followers. That's kind of like you're simulating something that you might take action on in the future. I think that is a good analogy. So imagine you can simulate an entire marketplace. Imagine you can test out a product that is yellow and blue and red, and you test it out in the calculation, in the simulation, with millions of AI agents that act as market participants, and you simulate how they will run their purchase behavior, how they will do things. You are able to actually predict the future. That's what I believe will come, maybe in 2026, but definitely in the coming 2-3 years, because LQMs enable that. And I think this will render decision-making, human decision-making, maybe not extinct, but in the current way we do decisions, it will definitely change everything about how we take action, right? Every small piece of action, we will put it into the simulator. It will create different levels of potential successes or probabilities of success and risks and impacts and consequences and so forth. And then we will take more informed decisions. So what I'm saying here, sorry for the very long rant, is that we will have LQMs as a new novel class of AI models coming online, and when combined with LLMs and the creation of millions of AI agents that each represent a market actor, which with customized data on how they like things. I mean, just like when you do polling, you have all the data, the metadata on each person. The same thing, but with AI agents, you are able to create a digital twin of your marketplace and put forth potential decisions that you could take and see the probabilities and see the tangible events transpiring. I think this is one of the most overlooked areas within AI. I mean, I might be wrong. I mean, I might have to eat up these words in a few years from now. But I like to make predictions. And my prediction is that the prediction market will change from predictions to simulations based on super advanced AI models and AI agents. So simulating the future is a novel area that will come online during 2026, and there will be lots of startup companies doing this. And I think one should now search for these companies. If you're an investor, you should learn about these companies. If you're curious about the topic, if you're a business operator or whatever it is, your business will be affected by this. If you are early in integrating simulation of the future, you will get an edge compared to your competitors, and that edge means better success for your company, basically. So yeah, this was Christopher from Central Stockholm, reflecting on the future of AI, trying to predict the future. All the best. Bye bye.